Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we've got a bit of a different one for you guys. So over the last weekend, I was lucky enough to be flown out to Sydney, Australia. Obviously, I'm Melbourne, so it was a short flight for me to go to the university up there where SU Anime was holding an event. Now, before we go any further, I do have to give the WuWa Creator Hub a massive shout out for sponsoring this video. But anytime there's a chance for me to go to an in-person event, I just love it. Like with what we do now, what I do now, doing content, you spend a lot of time in your room by yourself. I don't catch up with people much anymore. So anytime there's a chance to go touch grass, meet people, I absolutely love it. And I grab it up with both hands. So I was lucky enough to go to this event. Now I'm going to be playing some B-roll. Some of it I recorded, and the good stuff that you'll be seeing, I have to give a massive shout out to the professional cameraman there, which was Bry. I'll leave a link to his socials in the description. He took a bunch of amazing footage. Listen, I'm not a great vlogger or anything like that. So I had his number from the start. I saw him with all these cameras and I'm like, hey dude, do you reckon you could hook me up with some material for my video? And he's like, yeah, no worries, man. Just send me the drive with everything. So massive shout out to him for a bunch of the footage that you will be seeing. But yeah, so the event, I got there a bit early. I flew in early. Whenever I'm going to an event, I want to get there a couple hours early. So I went for a bit of a walk around the university, took a look. And then after that, I jumped in. I gave them a little bit of a hand setting up. They were pretty organized anyway. And then the event started. Now, I just want to say, first of all, massive shout out to Kevin, who was the dude running it. Whenever someone's got the same name as you, it's always like an easy interaction. He was another great bloke. He was running around like crazy trying to set everything up, but the event came together really well. And once they had it set up, there was a lot of different stations, and I really liked some of the events that they had there. Now, they had a ton of cosplayers. Before we actually go through anything else, I want to talk about the cosplayers because there were some fantastic cosplays there in general. I'll see if I can get all their socials and put them in the description as well. It may be a massively loaded description in this video. But the biggest shout out I got to give out of the cosplayers is to the Gian cosplayer, Toki. Another bloke from Melbourne. He flies up for a bunch of the cosplay up in Sydney as well. And he was just a genuine good bloke. We had a massive chat. So massive props to him. Once again, I'll see if I can leave everyone's socials in the description. But yeah, the cosplays were absolutely amazing that they got happening there. Then they had a station set up with some dev accounts. So when you've got a dev account, what are you going to do? You're not going to play the game. Although massive credit to some of the guys who were super sweaty playing the game, getting themselves all set up. But really it was just a summon emulator to see how you went. Every time I did, I went to pity. I just suck. It is what it is. But yeah, they had the summon, I call it the summon station, but it was the game station there where people could get around. They had some really nice just props set up for photo opportunities. They took a lot of great professional photos of the cosplayers and stuff like that. Some really funny times over there as well with some of those, some of the props and the setups and the photos that they were setting up. Then as we went into the other room, they had different sort of challenges, and they had like what they called, like, I believe it was like a treasure hunt or something like that, where it was like you go to all the different stations, as you do tasks, you get stamps, and then there was some prizes at the end for, just participating and being there. Now, one of them was some fan art stations, which there was some, I always get amazed whenever I see fan art. I just think it's absolutely amazing. There's just, as someone with no artistic talent at all, I just love seeing what people can do. So that was really cool. So there was like a voting station to vote for your favorite arts and stuff like that. And then there was a table with like a massive drawn out piece of paper that ran the entire length of the table. And one of the other ones was you got to draw something WuWa themed over on that. So they had this massive run of page with a bunch of people's art. And can I say, some of it on that was also amazing. But some of it on that was definitely what I would consider to be probably just a little bit subpar. Now, some of the other things you had to do was take some photos with some of the cosplayers and stuff like that. And then they also had a trivia session. Now, I had the most big brain idea for the trivia session. You had to do it through a QR code on your phone. So the trivia session, they had 3 throughout the day. And me being me, knowing that I had the whole day there, I wanted to win some prizes. So I didn't do the first one because I was like, okay, let's sniff out these questions and get it sorted. And then I didn't do the second one because I'm like, there's going to be less people here on the third one. Then I was going to win my prize on the third one. I'm like, I know all the questions. I know all the answers. I'm going to absolutely cook this in. And then, and then I got held up with a viewer having a chat about, just having a chat about YouTube and stuff like that for about half an hour. And I missed the entire third quiz. So there was a quiz, some good rewards, but I missed out on all of them and didn't even end up participating in them at all. But it is what it is. And can I just say, it was a really fun event. I was there from, I believe it was 10 till 4 was the event. I was there the whole time. I didn't eat anything or drink anything. Just one of those ones when you're meeting people, having chats, and like time just flies. And I completely missed that I hadn't eaten or anything like that. But it's always a testament that an event is really enjoyable when you've had enough fun that you finish. And well, let's face it, the last hour I realized I hadn't eaten and I was getting a bit peckish, but I'm like, oh, well, we'll wait for the airport for that. But in general, it was just a really fun event. A lot of nice people. Like I said, I think the biggest thing about these things and the whole cosplay scene in general just seems to be about meeting people. And I really like that. There was no dramas with the event. Everything was pretty cruisy, pretty fun. And like I said, it was just a good experience. Whenever you get people that are passionate about something, just all meeting up together for anything, it's always just a good time. Everyone gets along. Everyone has similar interests. So that was awesome. So once the event did end up finishing up, they went through the winners for some of the prizes and stuff like that. Then we went outside and we had a massive group photo with whoever was still there at the time, which was really fun. And honestly, I just think it was a really great event. After that, I did just head back to the airport. Now, I flew in. I left home at 4 o'clock to get there, and I got home at about 11 p.m. So I managed to do it all in a single day trip. I kind of wish I think next time I'll do an overnight stay, like go there on the day on the morning. I like early morning flights. But I think I'd stay for an extra night and maybe just, go out for some beers or something with, people that attend those events. So I think I've learnt myself something from that one. This was the first event that I've ever done where I've done it in a single day trip. But I think moving forward, I will try and anytime I have one of these, try and at least stay one night so that I can go out and mingle with people a bit more. Because like I said, the biggest thing for me about these types of events is the people you meet and the memories you make. And, it always happens better at the end of the night over a few beers as well, I think. So that is my plan moving forward with this type of stuff. But once again, just wanted to update you guys on that one because I think it was a fantastic event and it's great that they're doing these types of initiatives. So once again, have to give a massive shout out to the WuWa Creator Hub for sponsoring this video. But it's one of those things I would be happy to go to any of these types of events because, like I said, I just enjoy getting out of this little room that I have here where I spend my entire life and going out and actually meeting people and interacting because that's the fun thing about games. Games is with games, you meet people that have similar interests and you just get along like a house on fire. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.